It's April, my name is Kwesi, and this is the monthly update for the Eternal Wall of Answered Prayer. So here at the Eternal Wall of Answered Prayer, we are all about sharing stories of answered prayer. And what we really love for you guys to do is to share your stories of answered prayer, not just with us, but with the people you know too. We believe stories of answered prayer can go on to help inspire others to pray and trust in the Lord in what He will do for them. And in the interest of sharing stories of answered prayer that have inspired others, we have a story just for you. But you've got to stick around to the end of this video. Speaking of sharing stories of answered prayer, our regional champions have been growing in number. These are the amazing women and men that are in their local community gathering and sharing stories of answered prayer to help inspire people in their local communities. And if you're one of those regional champions, we want to say a massive thank you. You guys are invaluable to the Eternal Wall mission and team. Also, if you're somebody watching this video right now that is wondering, contemplating how to become a regional champion, you can find out more information in last month's video. Go check that video out right now. Did we mention we're at Spring Harvest this year? We didn't, I feel like we did. But in case you missed out, we are going, and here is Kate to give you a little update.
Yes, Eternal Wall are going to Spring Harvest, and we're going to be at Skegness and at Minehead, and we're going to be partnering with Spring Harvest to bring that message of restore, renew, rebuild. Now, as you can see, I'm holding a cardboard brick, and this cardboard brick is going to be part of a wall of cardboard bricks. I must stress, not the final material we are using for the Eternal Wall of Answered Prayer. And all these bricks are going to go together and form the stories, your stories, which tell of the wonder of God and the fact that Jesus answers prayers. So on here will be your story, my story, someone else's. These bricks will be full of writing and pictures that say, this is what God has done for me. Now, you can see we need a lot more. We've got a couple of thousand of these back in the office, and we're going to bring them all with us. So we'd love you to come and find us in Venue 2, Centre Stage, to share your story, to share your testimony, to be bold about what Jesus has done in your life, and to help us build this great testament to everything that God has done with you, with someone else. Can't get them apart. Look at that. It's a whole bunch of people. Together we can make hope visible.
Well, it looks like Kate has clearly been going to the gym and working out as she's been able to lift that many bricks at one time. Now, guys, if you are at Spring Harvest, make sure you stop by and have a little chat with the friendly Eternal Wall team. And if you're there, you might be able to challenge Kate to an arm wrestle. So here is Rich, just to let us know some of the challenges we could use some prayerful help getting through.
One of the things that I've learned over the last 18 years on this project is there are times when you're just in the waiting room and waiting for God to move. And we have 6 situations at the moment where we're waiting for decisions to be made, for barriers or blocks to be removed so that we can crack on. And the Bible says, Proverbs 19, many are the plans of a man's heart, but it's the Lord's will that prevails. And we are asking in April, could you join with us to pray that these challenges, these decisions would be removed so that we can progress forward and keep our momentum? Nothing massively critical, but all really important issues. So please pray, please join us, let's do this together, and then hopefully we'll give you some good news next month.
And there you go. Thanks, Rich, for the update. We appreciate it. And until next month, we want to challenge you to share with one person you know a story of answered prayer. See what God does, and then let us know in the comment section down below. We can't wait to hear and see what God is going to do in your lives and the lives of the people that you know. So until next month, take care, stay blessed. Peace. And I know you stuck around to the end of the video, so here is the video we promised you earlier.
I wanted to share an answered prayer to encourage you about a situation in my life a few years back. So about 5 years ago, my husband and I had separated, and I unexpectedly really found myself as a single parent, having one income where originally there'd been two incomes, and how that made an impact on my finances in terms of still having to pay the same bills, but not being sure how the money was going to come in to pay for them. At the same time, my business that I worked for made all the staff redundant, and because I'd been one of the most recent people to join, I was on a 0 hours contract, so I didn't even get the redundancy payout. And I remember thinking, God, I have no idea how I'm going to balance the books. I might lose my home. And having to pray about that, and I went and got some prayer ministry, and two women were sort of listening to God for me. One of them shared a verse from Isaiah which talks about your maker being your husband, and the other woman said, well, I think you should take that literally. I think you should say to God, you're my husband now, and I need you to help me and provide what I can't do myself. So I started to pray with that mindset. And it was really amazing to see how provision came in, how the work that I'd lost was actually replaced in a much better way, with work that was better paid, that was actually better suited to our lifestyle as a family in a new situation. And it was a great testimony to be able to record, and it's a great testimony to be able to share. And so the second part of my answered prayer is that several times I've been able to share that testimony with other people and release hope in them, hope that God's going to do the same thing for them. Even on Sunday, I was praying for people at church and a woman came up. I was thinking, oh God, please be kind, I'm really tired. I don't know what I've got to give to somebody. But the thing that she needed to hear was the testimony that I had to share about how God had provided in my situation. And it was so encouraging to her. It was an answer to her prayer because she'd been looking for reassurance from God that He was going to walk her through the next season financially. And it was a real blessing to me to see how my story could impact somebody else and build hope in them. So if you have a story of answered prayer, whether it's about provision, about healing, about a breakthrough that God has brought for you, I would really encourage you, write it down and be ready to share it, because your story of hope can be a stepping stone for the next person's breakthrough.